Hello my ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome to the Hermit's Cave. Let me just light, oh, there we go, light my candles. So, yeah, it's Saturday and normally I would be doing a cuppa catch up and cards, but being as it's the Tarot Times tonight, I thought that it would probably be too much. So Tarot Times is going to be on at 6 p.m. And yeah, I thought rather than do another live, I will just come on and have a bit of a chat. So I've got my cup of coffee. I've got a few little bits that I've just been and bought from my friends, Liz and Ian, who have the crystal and incense stall in the indoor market downstairs from where I live, literally below me, almost exactly. And yeah, I bought a couple of crystals and some incense, and then I thought I'd do a walkthrough of the Pride Tarot, which arrived a day or two ago and I've not opened yet. It's a US Games deck. So I don't know how long this video will be, whether it'll be long or short, but firstly I just thought I'd show you some of the incense and goodies, because we've been on lockdown for the last, well, almost 4 months now. My stock has been getting a little bit low, even though I've had some lovely incense sent to me, so thank you to those who have sent me some. But I go through a lot of incense with my morning rituals and evening rituals, and then every time I record a video. But I've just been down, and what I did manage to get is this, which is the Japanese less smoke. Now sometimes people say that it's smokeless, and I think it's fair to say it's less smoke. There is some smoke, and you'll see actually, because rather than put them in the little stand holders that you get, oh, that's gone out. Let's light another one. I use a tray. I've got a couple of these trays. One is in the bedroom near my gohonzon for my Buddhist altar. But these little trays are really good because you just, and you can see there is some smoke. You just light them, drop them in, and the ash just stays in this tray. And actually you keep the ash in, because if you take it out and clean it, then they don't tend to burn all the way through. So in our Buddhist tradition, what we do is we save some of this ash and we put little spoonfuls of it into little bags, and when somebody joins the Soka Gakkai, we pass this little bag of ash to layer on the bottom of their tray, so you know they start off, and it's just like passing around some good energy as well. So these little trays are really good for that, and I just have mine on a shelf just above my desk here. The one I've got burning at the moment, I decant into this little box, is the cedarwood incense, and this one, I love the Morning Star. The Morning Star is incredible. I bought some of these from Lysian's online shop when we was in shutdown. I'll mention more about that in a moment or two. But they smell amazing, and it was Jilly over at Little Zen Crone who also buys this and said that her favorite was the cedarwood incense, and there's 200 sticks in here, and it's really good value for money. I think you get 50 sticks in the smaller boxes like these, 50 sticks, and Lizzie and Ian do a deal where I think they're £4 each, we can get 2 for £7, but it actually obviously makes better value to get these here, because Liz and Ian really, and one thing I love about Liz and Ian is, and I've always known this in the 20 almost years that I've known them, they are really good with their prices. And I've mentioned before, when they've gone to Mind Body Spirit fairs, before they used to run their own, other stall holders would ask them to increase their prices for the day as they were undercutting everybody else, and they wouldn't. They stuck to their ethics and said, no, this is, you know, what we charge. And all of their products are safe. They research them in terms of incense, and all their crystals are ethically sourced. So I love buying from them. But just £11 for 200 sticks. And these kits are really nice. So you open them up. If I can get them open, there you go. And you get all the different scents that you can get. And these are, there's a little incense holder on the inside there. Like I say, I don't use these because I use the tray, but you get a little pottery with this little flower, which is quite pretty, to stand your sticks up in. Oh, and the aroma is magnificent. So I went to Liz and Ian, and Liz said one of her favourites was the amber, so I thought I would give these a try as well. Let me have a smell. Oh, they smell beautiful. I really love them. I think the Morning Star incense, and because they're less smoke, is just wonderful. So I bought them, and Liz is very naughty. She also gave me this one as a gift, which is the lotus scent, and this one smells heavenly as well. So I'm looking forward to using them. And then some new incense range that they've started to sell are these Native Soul. They come in dark and light. We get Native Soul and Tribal Soul, and these smell incredible. White sage and lavender, sweet grass and cedar. I opened this one up when I was down there, and it smelt divine. And then there's, in the Native Soul, the white sage and Palo Santo, which is always a favourite combination of mine, and white sage and dragon's blood. And these, I believe, were 3 for, I think it was 3 for £6, or maybe 3 for £4. They weren't expensive at all. And Lizzie put an extra one in. But yes, so this one I smelt. And they come with these little feathers. They're really beautifully packaged. Oh, and it smells incredible. So I'd imagine this one would be a red feather, a pink feather. Yeah, so really cool, aren't they? White feather for that one. And same for that one. For the white sage, you get white feathers. So it's just about the presentation. I think they look beautiful, but they smell divine. Really, really lovely. So that's them. And then I can't go to Liz and Ian's stall, Liz Ian, without picking up a couple of crystals. Because, as I said, they have some wonderful and such a large selection of crystals as well. Let's take these out. So I bought 2 crystals. This is their incense shop, which is in the Victoria Centre Market in Nottingham. Now, you're probably thinking as well, well, that's great, I might not get to Nottingham, but they do have an online shop, and it's only open since quarantine. So, you know, they've relied on local and passing trade up until quarantine, but now they've launched their shop, which is Liz Clark or Lizian Crystal Shop, www.lizianshop.org. So I'll just show you that, lizianshop.org, and email and contact information there as well. So do check out their products. They've got all sorts, from tumbled stones to rough crystals to carved crystals, oils, resins, every type of incense. It's fantastic. But I've got to show you this piece. This I saw, and they'd got probably 3 or 4 pieces, and it's labradorite, and this one in particular was just so gorgeous. Look at, it's a lovely large piece, but just look at the flashes in it. It's really beautiful. Just there you go, just look at that. And there were so many. There was ones that had more of the light green, but I just loved this this kind of electric blue flash in this crystal. It's really gorgeous. Look at that. And there's some green on this side, which is really beautiful. It's such a gorgeous crystal. And it's not bad price. This is 26, but it's a stand-up stone, and as I said, I've got huge hands, so this is a really nice large piece, and it's gorgeous. So I got that. And then you all know I love malachite, and I've never seen one of these before. It's a stalactite malachite, so it grows. And she'd got another piece that was just kind of like almost like a short bamboo, but this is the end of one, and it was really beautiful piece, and this was 24. But I love malachite, as you know, it is my favorite crystal. So yeah, so I got them. So as I say, do check them out. LizzianShop.org. Lovely people, and I might be going there to do, I'm not going to say too much because they're just thinking about a few things, but I might be going to do some filming with them over the coming weeks or months, because they might be launching something. So that's all I'm going to say about that for now, but watch this space. Okay, so let's have a look at the Pride Tarot. Now, I bought this last month in June in honor of Pride Month. I think it was a wonderful concept. It is a number of artists that have come together. So we see a lot of collaboration decks like the 78 Tarot and Light Grey Studio and people like that. This is US Games. So you'll see the US Games logo there. I love that. Love is love, but no matter which way you turn it around, it spells love is love. And I think that's the back of the cards, if I remember rightly. So it's a collaborative tarot deck. It says here on the side, Pride Tarot is an incredibly diverse and unique deck that celebrates the LGBTQ+ community. This inspiring deck features 45 artists from around the globe whose poignant and powerful stories highlight some aspects of the LGBTQ+ experience. In the spirit of love and support, US Game Systems Inc. is proudly donating to an LGBTQ+ organisation. Visit our website for more details. So I just thought it was a really worthwhile cause. Because obviously some of the proceeds is going to a charity, which you can find more information about where they are sending money to on the website. And also, getting a fantastic tarot deck. So you get this little book. It is a little white book. It's 190 pages, 191 if you count the notes pages. There's spread, so you've got the rainbow spread with the colours from the Pride flag. Let's have a look at the index at the beginning. So, Introduction to Pride Tarot. Shortly after 2019 Pride Month, honouring the Stonewall Uprising, Stuart Kaplan called the art department at US Game Systems in for a meeting. Urban Tarot had been out for a few months, and we were all really excited about the positive reception it was getting. Robin's personal, and that's Robin Scott, of the creator behind the Urban Tarot, which I have both the indie and the mass. I can't recommend it enough. It's a fantastic. It's around the life of New York, but it is very queer friendly, and it's just wonderful. Robin's personal experiences and her work with the LGBTQ plus community inspired us to become more actively involved in giving LGBTQ plus tarot artists a voice and a creative forum. After some brainstorming, we all concurred that a collaborative Pride tarot deck would be the ideal way for US game systems to support the Pride movement. We knew we wanted this deck to be positive, welcoming, and a celebration of the diversity in the LGBTQ plus community. Another decision we all agreed upon was for US game systems to donate a portion of the Pride Tarot sales to an organisation working to improve the lives of LGBTQ plus individuals, since it's all too often young people who most acutely experience isolation and marginalisation. We have chosen to donate to a group whose mission is to help struggling young people. And please see www.usgamesinc.com for details about the donation. So I think that's wonderful. And it goes straight into the cards, and you get the creator as well. We get a little page and a black and white reprint of, oh, it looks wonderful, of each card, and the signature as well. Look, they've each signed it. So this is Shira Silver. So yeah, and you know, it's not one card, one artist. There is you know, a few artists have done more than one card. Oh wow, we have a Patrick Valenza card as well, the Two of Swords. So yeah, how fabulous. So I saw Robin Scott there as well at the beginning. Robin Scott has got the Lovers. So fabulous. Let's take a look. Let's get the scissors. So here we go. Let's zoom in. So here we have it's like a title card. It says Pride Tarot, a collaborative deck. On the 31st of March 2017, Gilbert Baker, the creator of the iconic rainbow flag, sadly passed away. Mr. Baker was both an LGBTQ activist and artist, and was known for helping friends create banners for protests and marches. To honour the memory of Gilbert Baker, Newfest and NYC Pride partnered with FontSelf to create a free font inspired by the design language of the iconic rainbow flag. The font was named Gilbert after Mr. Baker. Type with pride.com. Gilbert is proudly used throughout Pride Tarot. So that's really lovely to honour him in that way, the creator of the rainbow flag, which is so iconic now, particularly within the LGBTQ plus community. So these are the backs. We do have the Love is Love, fully reversible. And that is so clever how that's been done. So clever. And we've got, it looks like the signatures of the various artists from within the deck as a background in these rainbow colours. So I love that. Here's the Pride flag, and it gives you what the essence behind each of the colours. So we have life, healing, sunlight, nature, serenity, and spirit. Red, orange, yellow, green, indigo, violet. And it says here, see instructions for the rainbow spread on page 190 of the booklet. So that is how we do. So right at the back, if you remember, page 190, we can lay these cards out and we can look at the meaning here. So red is life. This card indicates what is going on in your life at this time. Orange, healing. The card identifies a person or part of you that needs healing. Sunlight. This card highlights some bright spots in your life. Green is nature. Green for nature. Beautiful. The card suggests ways you can connect with nature. Blue is serenity. This card shows you how you can experience more serenity. And violet, this card reveals what moves your spirit. So I really like that. That's a lovely card to have as well, even if you don't keep it in the deck. So let's have a look at the cards. I think these are beautiful. Look at those colours. Some of my favourite colour combinations there. This is by Sam Horn. And it's our full card. Very typical full card. I like the rainbow in the centre of the flower on the backpack. Everything else is kind of grayscale, apart from this beautiful abyss that's the Fool is looking out upon. Cardstock is wonderful because it's US Games. So US Games is one of my favourites for cardstock. Wow, look at the Magician. Isn't that fantastic? I wonder if there's a description in the book as well for the inspiration behind the cards, as well as just a general meaning. I hope there is. Yes, it does. So it describes the scene. The form of Nahual, I think that's pronounced, a Mexican witch or sorcerer who has the ability to transform into an animal at will. Nahuals are a traditional part of Mexican belief in both indigenous and mestizo culture. They are gender fluid, with the beard of a man, but with the hairstyle and earrings of a woman. They have the ability to transform not only into a beast, but to change their gender as well. They hold 4 elements of the 4 suits. So you can see here, there's the cup, the sword, the pentacle, and the wand. So amazing. I love that. Polyphey has done the High Priestess card, and that's beautiful, isn't it? Look at the sun and the beautiful wings. Gorgeous. The Empress, Holly Sierra. Look at her gown. All this wildlife. Oh, that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We have the Emperor, and that's Caroline Haplan. That's interesting, isn't it? It's the Emperor has no colour other than just a little flash of colour there on the lapel. Oh, so distinctive. This is Christy C. Rose from Next World. Robin Scott from Urban Tarot for our lovers. Callie French, The Chariot. Love this. It's very traditional. It's beautiful, beautifully illustrated. These are usual US Games tarot size as well. As you can see, exactly the size. Stanley Morrison for Strength. This is beautiful. It's underwater. We've got the dolphin here. Or is it? No, not a dolphin, a whale, sorry. And look at this tail, this rainbow coloured tail of our mermaid. Christine Zilich. Wow. For the Hermit. Very familiar art style. Liz Blackbird for the Wheel of Fortune. That's beautiful. Beautiful justice. Jolie, the Hanged Man. Oh, look at the Death card. Matt Hughes has done the death card. Wow. I love that. I love the fact he's carrying a rainbow flag. Wow. And are these poppies, which would make sense for the death card, wouldn't it? Very RWS as well. Well done, Matt. That's great. Temperance, Ryan Edward. Love the rainbow flag in the background there. Irene Lorenzi for the devil. Powerful, really powerful. So we have Cat Black for the tower. And it's wonderful because we recognize these images, don't we? The star, beautiful. Oh, that's gorgeous. The moon. I'm surprised they didn't use Patrick Valenza for the moon. Maybe that was too obvious. Isabel Hayes, that's off the cover of the box, the Sun card, which is gorgeous. I love this rainbow flag, also chakra colours coming out and mixing in with this beautiful water. Gorgeous butterfly here. Really beautiful card. Judgment. And the World. So we have another Christie C. Road card here, the World card. So that's our majors. Oops. And we have our swords. Edmund Zebrowski for the ace. There's our two of swords from Patrick. Three of swords. Love this. Beautiful. That's nice as well. Four of swords, the card of rest. Look how he's resting up with the little dog. His tail there. That's lovely. Wow. That's dark. I like it. Oh, that's beautiful. Cat Black again. Very traditional, kind of classic art, isn't it? Callie French again. Wow. Beautiful. These cards are really, I think this works really well as a deck. Christine Zilich. Beautiful. So Caroline Kaplan again. I just had to go check. Yeah, Marco Pretio. I was like, I recognise that. Of course, the Bianco Nero Tarot. I love these kind of stained glass effects. Two of Wands. Jeremy Hush from the Hush Tarot. It's wonderful, isn't it, to see some of our favourite artists coming together to allow their works to be used for this cause. Wow, that's a great Seven of Wands. I'm quite enjoying collaboration decks. I never used to, and if anybody has watched any of my older videos, you'll be probably thinking, well, you've changed your tune. But I think if they're done well, and if they're for a particular cause like this, I think it's great for members of our tarot community, these tarot creators, to come together There's another one by Marco Pareto. Oh, that's a beautiful Two of Cups. Wow, I love that. Holly Sierra, I'm really liking their work. Isn't that great for Three of Cups? We get those three people in happy celebration. But it's beautiful. Such a beautiful card. From the Urban Tarot. Robin Scott, Four of Cups. I love that. I just love the fact that they're so comfortable in their, just in their underwear. Remote control in the hand. A spilt glass of milk. Stephen Bright. Wow. Our very own Stephen. I say our very own Stephen. He's here in the UK and is on YouTube. He was one of the first YouTubers I watched, and is a lovely, lovely chap. He was the one who found an old hardback copy for the Mythic Tarot when he was on holiday, and picked it up for me and sent it to me. Creative Spirit Within Tarot. That's beautiful. I'm just trying to work out what that said. Lisa Hunt. Gorgeous Seven of Cups. I love that there's a rainbow colour coming from each of the cups. Eight of Cups. Nine. Another famous card from the Urban Tarot. It kind of reminds me, oh, another one from Stephen. Stephen, are you working on another tarot deck? Because obviously these aren't from the Spirit Within. I love this. I wonder if that's a self-portrait as well, because it kind of reminds me of Stephen with his coffee mug. Yeah, you know, we've often had tags and things where people have said, oh, if you could take a favourite card out of each deck and put them together to make your own ultimate deck. It kind of reminds me of that. Christie C. Road. I love their art style. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And then we're into our final suit, the Pentacles. This is wonderful. Joanna Powell Colbert. I love that. Yay, son, proud mum. I love my trans child. Free grandma hugs. Isn't that beautiful? Five of Pentacles. Wow. Had enough, leaving home with a packed bag. Kind of reminds me of a coming out story, you know, with this being an LGBTQ plus deck, whether she's just told her parents and is now moving out, and the parents' reaction. I don't know. I'd have to read the book. Look at that. I love that. That's beautiful. Oh, that is so beautiful. Look at the chakra colours. And then we have the 8 and the 9, 10, and then we have our Page, Knight, Queen, and the King. I really like that. I think that is a really well put together deck. Yeah, I love the little extras as well that you get. The book I really like. There's just enough information. I love that they've all put their signatures to it. It's wonderful. Really, really wonderful. So well done, US Games. And yeah, do you have the Pride Tarot? I've heard mixed reviews about it, but I am pleasantly surprised. I think it's well executed, well put together, and a nice collaboration deck for an extremely worthwhile cause, supporting young people from the LGBTQ plus community. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching today. Hopefully see you over at Tarot Times at 6 p.m. And until then, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.